because that's what we made the show every week fresh. So
I got to ask, how'd you get Paul Simon to do the theme song?
Well, so Paul Simon, there's a guy who does music for my series Louie on FX, this guy Matt, who he's a very good musician, and he did some session work with Paul Simon. And Paul said to him, "Hey, I really like Louis' series," and because he knew he'd do the music, and he just told him nice things about me. So I asked him for Paul's email because I wanted to tell Paul Simon his music is very important in my life, like it's a big deal. Mm-hmm. And when I was divorced and starting to have custody of my kids on my own, I would sing them Paul Simon songs. I mean, Simon and Garfunkel, but he wrote them. So to me, it's not the two of them singing them; they're his songs. So I would sing the songs to my kids, and it was a big deal to me. So I just wrote him a thing saying, I appreciate your work. That's all. And then he wrote back. He was nice. And then we would meet at like SNL things. He's a big friend of Lorne Michaels. So we had dinner one night. And then I had his email. So one day I thought, fuck it, I'm going to write. I wrote him and said, would you please do the theme song for my show? Wow, amazing. And he said, yeah, what the hell? And so we did it. I went to his house and his recording studio and sat and watched him create a song.
Oh, he actually wrote it?
Yeah, he wrote it and played it. And
did he see all the episodes first?
He read them all first because they weren't done. Right. Yeah, so he read all the episodes that I had. I'd written 8 of them, so he read the scripts. And then he asked me what I was looking for, and like he was very generous.
Right.
Like, what do you want it to feel like? And he played a few things for me. And he's like, is this okay? I'm like, yeah, it's all amazing. Like, how do I fucking, you know? Like, I'm like, nah, not that world-class guitar.
Right. That one's just okay. Yeah. How do you do that to Paul Simon? You'll take whatever he hands into you.
That's right.
But that's the ability to just ask. You know, you don't know something until you say
and the
something.
end might say, and also so many people, you don't know what you think. Everybody, it's like the hot girl that nobody asks to the prom. Because she's a disgusting whore and you don't want to touch her. No, you know, like the girl who everybody thinks she's got a date and nobody asks her. You know, it's like the people like that are legendary. He's like, it's a new show, a new thing. Mm-hmm. It's got value to him. Like, yeah, to be asked. Also, it sure doesn't hurt his feelings to be asked something.
True.
Right.
By somebody he likes.
He could have easily said, that's very nice, but I can't do it. And then it would have made him give him a little cheer.
Do you think you would have asked him if you knew he wasn't a fan of the show? Like if you didn't hear that he knew your show?
I mean, yeah, sure. Yeah. I wouldn't. If I thought of somebody else who I didn't have a connection with, but I knew I could get to. Like, my manager's got one great skill. He's got a few great skills, but one of the best is that he can get anybody's phone number.
Right.
So I tell him, like, I need to reach this person. And then so I'll call them or write them and say, I mean, that's the thing I've built over the last few years. I'll go to anybody and ask them to do something.
Do you talk to them first, or do you get right into it? Especially, like, did they ever say, "How'd you get my number"?
Sure. Joe Pesci said that. How'd you get my fucking number? He was a little mad.
And what'd you tell him?
We had a long conversation, and then at the end of it, he said, hey, just one more thing. How did you get my fucking number? And I was like, my manager's got this skill. I don't know how he got it. I don't know how he got it. Okay, because nobody really has this number. And anyway, it worked out. He's a good guy, but...
well, he doesn't take pictures in airports, though.
No, I don't either.
I was on the same flight with him, and I'm like, come on, I'm not. I just want a picture with you. I'm not going to post it or anything. And I saw him fucking sleep with his mouth wide open on a plane. I'm like, I could have filmed you. I did. I just want a picture.
I got one with him years ago.
Did you?
Kevin James introduced us outside the Comedy Cellar, and Pesci actually got out of the car to take a picture.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
nice.
None too pleased about it.
No, I got that.
2003. So you called him.
Yeah.
And you asked him, and or you talked to him, and
I asked him to play Uncle Pete, the part that Alan Alda played. I wrote it for Pesci. And he said no. I mean, I went to his house and we read it looked at it together. And there's a whole scene in one episode where he tells his son not to eat pussy, and that's all right out of Pesci's mouth. I mean, he said all that to me.
Well,
he told me in a very paternal way to never.
Oh, he meant it.
Yeah.
Why? What was the reasoning?
I don't want to say so much about him personally, but shit. I mean, he told me I could put it in the show. So what am I going to?
Yeah.